What's going on, man? You got here today, man. I am Swerve, man. GEE, man. You know what's going on with me. That's I am Swerve on all social medias. I am SWERRVO. You know, and I got today here with me.
Castro Cash, Brad Moolah, all social media platforms. The Castro Cash on Instagram.
You know what I mean? And today, man, you know, we just gonna, just a little introduction about, we're gonna be having quick convos about what's going on today in hip hop, how hip hop is going, the culture, how we got involved in it, and, pretty much, just giving y'all a little bit of our peace of mind, a little bit of our thoughts.
But hip hop to me is a reflection directly of our culture directly, So just saying like as far as the state of hip hop is going like hand in hand with like the state of our people right now, like within our community, because hip hop is not just the music; it's a way of life. Everything we do is hip hop. Like the way we cook is hip hop. The way we watch TV is hip hop.
Right.
So, in those little things that we don't do that used to keep our community together, it's actually having an impact on the music.
Right. No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree that a lot of our culture is definitely surrounded and kind of fueled off of hip hop. Like with fashion, with lingo, with like. What people, the likes and don't likes, the do's and don't do's. It's just a lot of different stuff that I feel like hip hop is definitely kind of like the battery for it. And that's why I feel like you see like certain things in the world going a certain way because of the certain music that's being put out, or the certain artists that's mainstream, or or the certain things and topics in hip hop that's highlighted. Like for instance, relationships be like one of the biggest things that hip hop highlighted. They be talking more about relationships than the music. Like more about who doing what than what they just dropped. And the next lyrics, when their next show is, anything like that. So I definitely kind of somewhat agree with that. What they said about hip hop is potentially doing the worst it's ever been, because I feel like that would be overall.
But we allow hip hop to be put in a box by outsiders.
Right. And I mean, outsiders as is to anybody who is anti-hip hop. Like, a lot of people, some people don't even listen to hip hop music. So to them, I mean, it probably wouldn't seem like hip hop is doing the worst it's ever been doing, because they're not listening to it. They're not and being influenced and listening to it for it to even influence what they got going on, or for them to even see what it is influencing, because they don't know what's being said. They don't even know what's being talked about in hip hop. For real, I didn't think hip hop is just killing and gang banging and it's not. We got a lot of hip hop that's about people telling their story, about stuff that other people from other places that's trying to get probably to where they're trying to go, they can relate to. And I feel like perspective is what hip hop gives. It gives us perspectives to view stuff from.
Like I said, I feel like there's no incentive anymore for artists that want to be successful. Now it's like more so you have to go with the cookie cut. You have to go with the standard. You have to be, you have to be like you have to be a clone.
Yeah, like it's a guideline to it. Like, and I agree with that, because it's like as a musician, it's art. So it's like your art is how you do it. Like artists that look at, or to be a rapper or to be in hip hop, you gotta have big chains, you gotta have nice jewelry, you gotta wear designer clothes, you gotta do what I guess the society is making seem like is what's popular from what hip hop is highlighting. So it all go hand in hand. I definitely agree.
Like even coming from like a boom bap background originally, like I won't just like gear my words towards saying like, okay, original hip hop is like the boom bap, or just like the lyricism. It's like, okay, going back to what I said, everything that we do is hip hop. The way we translate our experience, that's You could give us absolutely nothing. It would make it look good.
Right.
You know, like for some reason, the bottom is where all the taste is curated. It says it's in the streets. It's oozing from the train stations, the b-boys, the taggers. You know that. You know, like the designers. That's hip hop. And there's no more like highlights for the other aspect of hip hop. Like this, the magazines, like they're slowly fading away. Like
the hard copy
yeah,
CD.
like the whole human interaction is like all of that is hip hop. Like how we got the people that is like on their last leg that seem like the dark side. Give them hope. Because you seeing somebody that's not just with chains on. You seeing somebody like, yo, I know, even if you never seen him physically, you seen his energy before in the streets. Like, you know, like the spirit of hip hop, it's not embraced anymore, like the DJs. That's
I agree. I agree that it's like, you know, like I don't know. I just feel like I said, a lot of the stuff that's being highlighted is not like what we really need and what's really important. So I do feel like that society right now is victim of what goes on in hip hop. Because like I said, I feel like it's a mirror. It's like when you 9 out of 10, you know, in hip hop right now, like we all know, you got the Young Thug case going on. It's like people, that's what everybody talking about cases and going to jail.
That's
you know, and snitching and like that ain't even what we need to be focused on. That's what he going doing. It's like that's one thing. But since it's going on in hip hop, that's what's consuming the society. Because as we said, the society is a reflection of hip hop. Because everything we do is hip hop.
Right, so I feel like it ain't necessarily a bad thing that stuff is going on, like that stuff is popular, but it's just like we just lacking in all the other areas being highlighted too.
Right
so it's
now,
just standing by
exactly.
Right now, it seems like all other genres are able to surpass it because this genre right now with the current threshold that I don't know if it's the companies, the big machines, but right now there's no growth.
Right.
You're not incentive. Like the new artists are not incentivized to actually make like positive music. There's only like 2 artists successfully that chart with positive music right now, and that's Drake and Kendrick Lamar, who's actually beefing. Isn't that ironic? Who's actually beefing?
The 2 that makes
the only 2 that can get away with it.
That music can chart. That they might make something where you might be like, well, dang, you know what I need? I think we needed to hear that. I think that's the perspective I needed to view it from. And like you said, they got that, and that's why, like I said, I feel like hip hop is like America, and they doing that. I feel like it's like, you know, this is what we want y'all to act. This is what we want y'all to focus on. So we gonna highlight this.
But then, what's so dope is, hip hop is so real that hip hop is not an artist cannot be defined as a hip hop artist by the type of music I'm making, because you are hip hop. If you decide to go make country music, if you from the urban community, hip hop is in your blood. That's still hip hop.
Right.
Isn't
like
that simple?
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
Sell ourselves short.
For sure. I definitely feel like you know it needs to be more value and like the stuff that the music that got content. I never was a fan of drill music. Like I like music with content that's saying something. And artists that, you know, think about new artists that they be rapping and you can barely make out what they say. Like that type of music, I feel like it's the new type of music that we need to more so let be the sideline music. Like that's the sideline music. Like you catch that if you catch that. Like the music that we need to be making sure that this is seen, heard, is the music that even if it ain't talking about something that, you know, that is life changing, it's just something that's not, that got some type of concept to it. Like you feel me? That got some type of meaning. Like you might make a song about cleaning up, but the whole song has got a concept. It's about cleaning up. Instead of you listen to a song where he talking about going to a party in the middle. They talking about going to kill somebody. Then you talking about going to get up with a girl. Then you talking about going back home to go to sleep. Like what is like? There's no substance in that.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like music like that is being more so like put in the hindsight.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely need to be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
But like, who did that for y'all coming up to kind of like influence y'all to want to get involved in music and the culture and all that?
Well,
For me, man, you know, we went through phases to where like it didn't even seem real. Like now it's
Right.
more accessible. Like we don't need to go through X, Y, Z. Like the thought of celebrity then was like we were in awe.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was mythical. Like
Right.
Whoa.
Right. It was something that as you look at like, man, like if I could be that, man, if I could be that, like that right there, like it was definitely me. I would say who the artist that did it for me. That like me growing up, Lil Wayne was always one of the top artists to me ever. Like Lil Wayne was the artist to me that kept my mind. Like I'm here on the block with it, but then I'm going here to Yale with it. You know what I mean? So when I'm listening to Lil Wayne, I'm hearing the where we can relate, and then I'm hearing where I need to catch up at. Like what that may be in his vocabulary he using. Like, cause I've always been real big on vocabulary. I'm a person that like, in English growing up, I always got 100 on all my spelling tests. Cause like I'm big on vocabulary. I love being able to use words that mean like something little. You know, using the big word for the little meaning. You know, I always feel like vocabulary is one of the most important things. So Lil Wayne always had crazy vocabulary, and his background is he's from Hollywood, so you know that's one of the hoodest spots over there, like in that area over Louisiana, So I always look at Lil Wayne as like that bridge to me that I keep it. I know where I'm from, but I know where I want to go or where I may need to be. It may be a little bit of both for me, because I feel like I'm the type of person that I need both. I need to be book and street smart. I just feel like I need to be world savvy. I'm a lifetime learner, so I feel like Lil Wayne always gave me that lifetime learning when I listen to his music.
You know, me, I'm a little older. But like I felt like I was like there with the birth of hip hop.
Right.
Like I watched it transition. I've watched artists come up within the same generation yet be like miles apart from each other. Like Wu-Tang, like they changed the whole game. First artists to have their own clothing line, video games. They did that crossover to the movies. Big pop movies. Pop, step into the acting. And then man, it's just a blurred line between the East Coast, West Coast. Next thing you know, Jay-Z is just the king of New York. And it was just like, I don't know, it was just like that. Like before you know it, Jay-Z was just the king of New York.
Right.
50 Cent came out of just came G-Unit,
50 Cent
Boy Bands, Fab.
50 Cent coming definitely was a stellar point in hip hop for me. Like, because I just feel like 50 Cent gave you that dog back. Like, I'm about to take, like, he made you feel like I'm about to take this. Like, cause like you said, growing up, we looked at celebrities as like that celebrity status was like an awe. 50 Cent gave me that, like,
yeah, 50,
word.
50 was the first. Matter of fact, 50 was the first one to break it down for me and my generation to let me see, like, yo, all right, you can do this.
Yeah,
like, he got on, came home from jail, got on, put his man's on.
He took it. Like, pause. Like, he came right in. Like, no, like, I know what I'm about to. Let me get this.